Hi everyone! Today I want to talk to you about the Zoom class schedule for this week and the Google Classroom schedule for this week. So the assignments that will be due on Friday and your daily assignments. So this week's theme, if we look at our screens, is goals. So these are plans for the future. Let's talk about the Zoom classes for the beginning levels. That's level 1, 2, and 3. These are going to be from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For our more advanced levels, level 4, 5, 6, and 7, so intermediate to advanced, classes will actually be now a little bit later at 6:30 p.m. So from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, so we have no class on Monday and no class on Friday for either group. But starting this Friday, we will have office hours, or an office hour, singular, between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Basically, office hours are a time for students to come with questions for the teacher, or issues that you are having with the Google Classroom, or your Chromebook, or email, any of those technology questions, or any English questions. Grammar, writing, assignment questions. And these office hours will be starting once a week, Friday, from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So I'll put that over here. It's for both groups. So what that looks like is I will be on Zoom. So Kate, your teacher, is on Zoom from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And you can log on at any time. So you don't necessarily have to show up at 5 p.m. with your questions. You can show up at 5:30, whatever works. This is just a time for you to talk to me, maybe more one-on-one. Okay, so we've talked about our Zoom class schedule. We talked about our office hours. Now let's talk about our Google Classroom schedule for the week. So let me zoom out a little bit so we can see this. So here you can see we have our daily work. I've changed the daily work this week. We have less to do this week. So last week we had a word of the day. We still have that. Last week we also had a question of the day and a listening practice video. This week I'm going to do an or. So one day there will be a question of the day. The next day there will be a practice listening video. And I'll just go back and forth. And that way we have more variety to practice with. And as always, please remember to log into Lexia. This is something you should do every day. All right, under weekly work, we have all students work. This week we have writing about my future. This is a writing activity that will be in a Google document. Number 2, we have reading comprehension. This is a Google form. You will read Anna's story and answer some questions. And then number 3, we have a listening practice about Jamila's story. So listening is always really good for learning how language sounds so you can replicate it. So next, we have weekly work due on Friday for the intermediate and advanced group. We have our reading overcoming obstacles. This is a Google Doc. We have another reading activity, but this one is a Google form. A math problem activity, which I think is always fun. And then we have more listening practice. So if you are an intermediate or advanced student, you will be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 assignments. I want you to do all of the assignments. This is really good for practice. If you are levels, 1, 2, or 3, you only have 3 assignments this week that are due on Friday. But remember, you also have a word of the day writing assignment and a listening practice quiz or a question of the day. And as always, there's always the Lexia. So you have many opportunities to practice your English this week. Let's look at the Google Classroom now to see what it looks like in there. Okay, so let's go up to classwork. And then within classwork, we see we have our all students area. This has our assignments. This one, remember, is a Google document. This is kind of different. So when you have a Google document assignment, I want you to go to this View Assignment button here. This will make it kind of easier for you to see what I'm talking about in the directions. So let's read the directions together. Click the link, answer the questions, turn in your work by pressing the Turn In button. This lets your teacher know you have completed the assignment. So when you're finished, you will click this Turn In button, but only when you're finished. First, you go to the document and you answer the questions in these yellow highlighted areas, like where are you from? I am from Davis, California. Those sort of answers. When you're finished, you can also turn in your assignment by going to the Turn In button within the document. So what this does is it brings you back to the Google Classroom and asks you if you're really ready to turn in. I have yet to do my own assignment, so I will go to cancel, but you would go to Turn In. Okay, so for all students, we have our 3 assignments here. Again, they are due on Friday, July 24th. Here we have our 4 assignments that are due on Friday, July 24th. These are mostly Google Forms, but some of them are also Google documents. So be aware of the different forms the homework takes. All right. Remember that within your daily work, you have lots of new forms. You have a word of the day that you should be doing every day. Today's word of the day is edit. We just talked about editing your Google document, so maybe you can write a sentence about that. When you're ready to write a sentence, you just go down to comments here, and then you write your sentence using the word of the day, like edit. I need to request access from my teacher to edit my homework. So that would be an example sentence of the word edit. And then you can go to post. That's all for our schedule for today, and I hope to see you all at the Zoom classes this week. Thank you.